Hey guys, I'm Cora, longtime volleyball player and founder and coach at Move Together Yoga. We all know that volleyball comes with a ton of impact in the means of jumping, diving, moving across hard and sometimes very uneven surfaces, and it also requires a ton of torque and rotation throughout our entire spine. The purpose of this class is going to be to mobilize your spine, work to get length, relieve some of that tension. We're looking to speed your recovery, enhance your performance, and ultimately reduce your risk of a back injury. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel, be sure to share it with your friends and your teammates. And if you're interested in yoga training for volleyball players, full programs, go ahead and check the link in the description or visit me at www.movetogetheryoga.com. On that note, let's feel good and let's move together. We're gonna get started in a child's pose. So go ahead and find a spot at the back of your mat. Spread your knees wide, sit back on your heels. Start to reach your fingertips out long and just let your forehead rest on the mat. Think about lengthening your inhale, extending your exhale. With each exhale, just feeling your hips melt a little bit deeper towards your mat. Always option here, if you want to stay stationary, you can. Or you can add a little bit of a wiggle, maybe rocking one side, rocking it to the other. Always feeling free to make this practice your own. Good. Let's get one more full breath here. When you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands over to the left side, getting a stretch in the right side body. If you want to increase this stretch, you can stack that right hand on top of the left. We're getting a nice big full breath here. Go ahead and walk the hands back to center and over to the right side, getting a stretch in the left side body. Same thing, if you want to increase this stretch, you can stack that left hand on top of the right. Give it a nice full breath here. Good. Go ahead and bring it back to center. Let that forehead rest on the mat. On your next inhale, round through the spine. Come forward, we're gonna meet in a tabletop. Tabletop position, we've got hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're gonna start to mobilize that spine, working our way through cat and cow. With the breath, inhale, arch the back, broaden the chest, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, press into the hands, spread the shoulder blades and look down. Your breath, your pace. Inhale, arch the back, broaden the chest, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine and look down. Back and forth. Really working to expand that range of motion with each rep. 2 more full breaths. Last one. And return to neutral spine. Go ahead and start to wag that tail, just lifting the hip up towards the shoulder, alternating lifting the other hip. Back and forth here. Think about contracting through one side, expanding through the other. Working to make that C shape with our body. We can let our eyes carry around back towards our bum, just increasing that stretch. Good. Back and forth here for 4, 3, 2, 1, return to neutral spine. We're gonna start to jump rope the spine up and around to the right, pressing into the hands, spreading the shoulder blades, circling it around, letting that chest fall. Seeing if we can connect with the breath, inhaling on the low half of that circle, exhaling as we round through the spine. Good, let's get 2 more in this direction. Awesome, switch directions, send it up and around the opposite way, really connecting to your breath. Exhaling as we round through the spine. Inhaling as that heart falls, looking up. Awesome, let's get 2 more. Last one. Beautiful, come to neutral spine. We're gonna bring our attention to our hips, just working to keep the shoulders steady. We're gonna circle those hips around. Think about if you had a crayon on your tailbone, you're just gonna be drawing a circle behind you. Isolating the hips, isolating the pelvis. Great for releasing tension in that low back. Good, let's get 2 more circles. And switch directions, send it around the opposite way. Again, just isolating the hips, keeping the shoulders relatively steady. Good, we're getting 2 more. Good, bring the hips to neutral. We're working our way into a puppy pose. Hips stay stacked on top of the knees. We're gonna start to walk those fingertips out long, keeping that spine long, hips tall, let the forehead rest on the mat. With each exhale, think about reaching those fingertips out a little bit further. Lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the arms, through the fingertips. One more full breath here. Slowly start to walk the hands back up, meeting in a tabletop. Curl the toes, engage the core, lift the hips, push back to a downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, we're gonna get a quick body scan here. We can imagine that our hands and our feet are on railroad tracks. Middle fingers are pointed forward. All of those fingers are spread wide. Every knuckle is pressing into the mat. Think about rolling the biceps up towards the ceiling. Let the head hang with gravity. Go ahead and give it just a quick shake out. Beautiful. Lift the shoulders away from the ears to create length in the neck. Reach the sit bones towards the sky and reach the heels towards the mat. Holding that alignment, we can start to pedal the feet here, dropping one heel, pedaling the feet, dropping the other heel. Again, staying steady and smooth in your breath. Always option to drop to a child's pose anytime you need. Good, we can start to drop one knee underneath the body. Allow those hips to swivel. Pedal the feet, drop the other knee underneath the body. Good, back and forth, getting that beautiful twist. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Return to downward facing dog. When you're ready, soften the knees, come forward tabletop. Right foot picks up, step it in between the hands, and lift the chest. We're gonna inhale, circle the arms up. As we exhale, sink it forward, elbows wide, cactus arms, eyes go up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. 4 more. Really opening that heart. Good. For 3, 2. Last one. Inhale, arms come up. Right leg extends, right toes pointed up. Long spine, lead with the heart, start to hinge it forward. If those hamstrings are extra tight, you can always bring those hands to the blocks. You can keep your hands on your hips. Again, working to take the round out of our spine. Just keeping it long, breathing into that hamstring. Beautiful. We're here for 4. Continuing to breathe for 3, 2, 1. Start to crawl the hands forward. Bring that right foot flat, meeting back in that kneeling position. Lift the chest. Adding a twist. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, rotate right. Exhale, hinge forward. Left elbow comes to right knee. We're going to press into that left elbow, create length in the neck, length through the spine. We can visualize our spine as if it were a wet rag. We're thinking about wringing it out, getting rid of any toxins, any tightness. So pressing the shoulders down, keeping length. Good, we're here for 3. Continuing to breathe for 2, 1. Bring that chest back to center. We're gonna rotate towards our left. Right leg extends, right toes pointed towards the side. Left hand goes down, right hand reaches long overhead towards the back of the mat. We're meeting in a gate pose. Really think about lengthening through the side body, adding that lateral flexion. Right palm faces down, working to pull that right shoulder back, really stack the shoulders. Good, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs, reverse the arms, right hand down, left hand reaches long overhead. Good, we're here for 3. Keeping that spine long, adding that beautiful flexion in the side body. 2, 1. Slowly start to work your way back into that kneeling position. Good, both hands go flat, left knee pops up, drive the right foot back to a high plank. Big inhale, drop to the knees. Exhale, elbows stay tight, slow lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, cobra. Press those shoulders down, squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, halfway lift. Lower. Press into the hands, spread the knees wide, shift the hips back, meeting in that child's pose. Full breath here. Inhale, come forward, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath. Repeating that series on the other side. Soften the knees, come forward, tabletop. Left foot picks up, step it in between the hands, and lift the chest. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sink into that hip flexor, cactus arms. Elbows wide, eyes go up, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. 4 more. 3. Your breath, your pace. 2. Last one. Inhale, arms come up. Left leg extends, left toes pointed up. Long spine, lead with the heart, start to hinge it forward. Again, hands can come to the blocks. Hands can stay at the hips. Keeping that left leg long, keeping the spine long, just breathing into that hamstring. Awesome job. Holding it. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Start to walk the hands forward till the left foot goes flat. Good. We're going to lift the chest, return to that kneeling position. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, rotate left. Exhale, hinge. Right elbow to left knee. Really pressing into that right elbow, wringing out that spine, pressing the shoulders down, breathing into that twist. Beautiful. Holding here. We're here for 3. Awesome. 2, 1. Hands come back to heart center. We're going gate pose. Rotate towards your right. Left leg extends, left toes pointed towards the side. Right hand down, left hand reaches long overhead towards the back of that mat. Working to keep length through your side body, really reaching left palm faces down. Awesome, we're here for 3. We're gonna keep the legs and reverse the arms in 2, 1. Use the core, come up, keep the legs, reverse the arms, beautiful. Getting that long line, long stretch from the pocket all the way to the shoulder, really working to pull that right shoulder back, stacking them, good, for 3. We're gonna meet back in our kneeling position in 2, 1. Work to get back to that kneeling position. Good, both hands flat, right knee pops up. Drive the left foot back to a high plank. Inhale, drop to the knees. Exhale, slow lower, elbows stay tight, drop all the way to the mat. Toes point back, heels point up. Inhale, halfway lift, cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press it back to that child's pose. Exhale, sink into it. Inhale, come forward, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath here. This time we're going to take that right foot, step it in between the hands, meeting in a low lunge. Good. We're going to walk the hands around to the left, meeting in a side straddle. Heels turn in, toes point out. Bum drops, elbows to the insides of the knees, and we're going to rock it side to side, just opening those hips. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and face you here just for a better visual. We're going to allow those hands to come to the tops of the knees, lift slightly, and we're going to start dropping alternating shoulders, dropping one shoulder, dropping the other, just feeling that spine ring out. Good. Opening the hips, getting that twist just as much as feels good. Awesome. Back and forth. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Come on back to center. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Star pose. Reach those fingertips out wide. Exhale, cartwheel the hands forward. Low lunge. Inhale, drive the right foot back to a high plank. Exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Full breath. We go other side. Left foot picks up. Step it in between the hands. Start to walk the hands around to the right, meeting in a side straddle. Heels turn in, toes point out. Bum drops, elbows to the insides of the knees. Again, we rock it side to side. Good. On my count, those hands are going to come to the tops of the knees. We're going to drop those shoulders in 2, 1. Hands to the tops of the knees. Start to drop alternating shoulders. Opening the hips. Breathing into that twist. Again, think about wringing out that spine. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Inhale, reach it tall. Star pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands forward. Low lunge. Inhale, drive the left foot back to a high plank. Exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Full breath. Slowing it down. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lock it in. Inhale, drop to the knees. Exhale, slow lower all the way to the mat. Toes point back, heels point up. This time, hands slide forward till the forearms are on the mat. We're going to press into the hands, lift the heart, broaden the collarbone, Sphinx pose. Good. Pressing the shoulders down, letting that heart breathe. Option to drop the chin down towards the chest. Just shaking it out here. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Slowly drop that chest towards the mat. When you're ready, hands slide underneath the shoulders. Press it back to that child's pose, maybe sinking even deeper. Inhale, come forward, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, full breath. Inhale, walk the hands back towards the feet. Exhale, we're just gonna fold, shaking out that head. Option to clasp the elbows and rock it side to side. Good. Gently release the elbows, let the hands return to the mat. We're gonna step those feet in so that they're about hip width apart. We're gonna soften that right knee, pick up that right heel. Left hand stays down, reach the right fingertips high. Good. Drop right hand, right heel. Left heel lifts, left hand reaches. Good. Back and forth at your pace. Awesome. Let both hands go down. When you're ready, walk the hands out to a high plank. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Our final downward facing dog. Full breath. Soften the knees, come forward, tabletop. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. I'm gonna go ahead and face you. We're gonna bring our hands to the tops of the knees, starting to slow it down, working our way through cat and cow. Inhale, lift the heart, open the chest. Exhale, sink back, tuck the chin, recline it back, round through the spine. Your breath, your pace. For 3, 2, last 1. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, reach the fingertips up high. Exhale, tall twist, rotating towards the right. Pick up those right fingertips, reach them long overhead towards the front left corner of your space. Good, breathing into it, feeling that stretch in the side body for 3, 2, 1. Start to come up nice and tall. Rest the fingertips just behind the bum. Lift that heart, really open the chest, full breath. Good, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, tall twist to the left. Pick up that left hand, reach it long overhead towards the front right corner of your space. Again, feeling that length in the side body. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Come up nice and tall. Rest the fingertips behind the bum. Press into the fingertips. Lift that heart. Find your best posture. And come back to your comfortable seat. Taking a few breaths to slow us down. Big inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. 2 more. Last 1. Bring those hands to heart center. Go ahead and close your eyes. Option to stay seated. Option to recline it back to a Shavasana. Slowing and steadying that rhythm in your breath. Taking this moment of stillness to breathe peace, healing, strength, and energy throughout your body. And of course, in Move Together Yoga fashion, I invite you to allow the corners of your mouth to turn up into a great big smile. Your smile is the most important pose in your practice. It sends the signal of joy, of peace, of healing, of health and vitality throughout every cell in your being. So with that smile, if you choose, you can say it out loud, because what we feel, we attract. And that is, I feel good. Remind yourself to feel good. Invite goodness into your life. Share your goodness, share your love, share your light, and share the gift that is you. Namaste.